So it's not getting louder, getting limited.
Okay.
When you find the right movement of the limiter, then you push it up to level to 0.
Okay.
It's hard. This is hard.
It's really hard.
I know. Sorry, guys.
我的理解啊，就是他说他用这个限制器啊，首先我们要you mean the
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay.
Easy. Input gain.
Yeah.
Output gain.
Yeah.
If I push 5 dB and the same times I lower 5 dB,
Okay.
you're going to hear the limiter, but the track is not getting louder. It just gets more limited.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I'll do that to set up my limiter, attack and release. When I like it, I pull everything down to 0, this back to 0, and I just push the input in.
Okay. Got it. 那他实际上分享了一个他使用这个限制器的一个技巧啊，就是用什么样的步骤来调整这个限制器呢？我们在这个限制器，大家知道有一个输入端，一个输出端啊。你把这个输入端提升多少个分贝，那么你的输出端呢就降低多少个分贝。这个时候你的音量其实是不会变的啊，但是你得到的是一个压缩过以后的这么带压缩结果的这样的一个信号。在这个状态下去调整你的这个 attack、release 这些参数，直到你觉得满意。那当你满意之后呢，再把这个输出端给回去，然后再去做你的这个响度提升的这部分的工作啊。这是他总结的一个使用这个限幅器的这么一个步骤和建议。
To do that, option.
OK 啊，点住 option 啊。
And then you push the gain. Look, the output gain is going down. So when I do that, check the level, check the track. Eh? Now we're gonna. Whoa! What's going on here? What? I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. So, on purpose, I'll make it distorted. I'll make it go bad, and then I find the right attack and release. When I find it, I pull the level in down and the level up. The output gain up.
Yes.
Okay.
啊，那他实际上就是通过这种方式呢，他故意的要去制造一些这个我们可闻的怎么说一些过压缩的这种状态啊，一些近似到失真的一些状态。那么在这个状态下面，你去调整的这个 attack 和 release，是你更容易能够听出来你的这个 attack 和 release 的调整是不是比较恰当。当你觉得这个状态下你的 attack release 是比较舒服的时候，你再把你的这个音量的这个部分去还原。那当然他说他要点他的那个 option 对吧？点 option 点鼠标，然后他的这个输入端的这个增益和输出端的这个增益呢，就会朝着相反的方向去自动的去做一个补偿。其实跟我们用那个 waves 其实一样的，用那个 link 的那个link 的那个按钮，其实是同样的一个功能。
Because the brain has hard time to remember too many information, I like to do one small loop, 1 bar. That way, my action is happening on 1 bar. If I need to remember too much, I'm not making the right decision. So I do 1 bar, and I find now the right limit. Okay?
那么他在做这个调整的时候呢，一般会选择1个小节来循环播放啊，因为我们这个大脑没有办法一次性记住太多的东西啊，他就是希望我们就在一个很短的一个范围之内，然后反复的去做调整，然后来做对比。
Let's do it. Where's my bar? Stay here. Okay. This one. Okay, let's do 49 to 50. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now pull down the level. 0. Now it's just input. Okay. Little left here. There we go. Now. Now I'll let it go. that's a good way to set your limiter without get tricked by loudness. You're not getting excited by the loudness. You put after you set your limiter.
OK， 那么这种设置limiter 的这个做法呢，特别好的一点就是大家不会在做 limiter 调整的时候受到响度的影响啊，因为你在做整个调整过程当中，其实它的响度是不会发生改变的啊，因为它一放音乐说什么我就完全听不见了，但是应该是他重复了他刚才说的那个制作的调整的过程。
So we target our RMS level. We use limiting clipping. We create a dynamic version, a loud version. I always make first my loud version.
Okay.
It's always easier to make dynamic after I get the loud one.
Gotcha. 那他说，首先我们要设置一个你目标的一个响度值，然后呢，通过这个线幅和这个 clipping 这两种方式结合的方式来提升响度。那么他这一首歌一定会做一个响度比较高的版本和一个相对动态保留比较大、响度相对比较低的一个版本。那么先做的一定是响度高的版本，因为他说把响度做大是比较困难的，相对来说做一个动态比较好的、响度相对比较低的版本呢是比较容易的。
I like to deliver a 4416 for iTunes Beatport, mainly a 4424 for everything else, an MP3 320, a Spotify master, we're going to talk now,
Okay.
and iTunes Instagram. iTunes master Instagram.
Okay.
Why Instagram master? I learned something like about 6 months ago that is crazy. Instagram, I didn't know, is mono. When you do your preview on Instagram story or actual Instagram to promote, the track is being taken from left and right and just go like this.
Okay.
It's going up 3 dB. That's why most of the Instagram track, they totally clip it in the story because they're 3 dB louder.
OK， 那他说这个他一般做完母带之后呢，他交付的这个格式是这样的，44.1K 赫兹16比特，是给
Spotify 和 iTunes。
给 Spotify 和 iTunes。
Yeah, Spotify and iTunes.
然后44.1K 赫兹24比特是给其他的这个介质啊，其他所有介质的。然后他说为什么要给这个 Instagram 专门要做一个母带呢？是因为他6个月之前刚刚了解到的一个情况，就是 Instagram 它直接是把这个左和右两个声道攀到中间来了，然后呢做一个这个 mono 的一个声音的回放。那这样的话增加了3个 dB 之后呢，很多在 Instagram 上播放的音乐都是失真的啊，所以他认为有必要在 Instagram 上面单独做一个母带。
So for Spotify, we had issues with heavy music, trap music, or electro, or dubstep, because to stay on the Spotify target level, which is minus 14 LUFS.
14 what?
Minus 14 LUFS.
LUFS, okay.
Yeah. To do that, how you do it? If you cut and you push down, you bring your peaks and you literally pull down, you're not fixing the problem. Spotify won't have dynamics. So Pro L, or they integrate a loudness meter on the limiter, which is smart. So now when I do the Spotify version, I literally go back to my mastering and I do a different mastering for Spotify.
OK， 那么他现在说到给这个 Spotify 这个平台去做这个母带的一个重要的一个知识点，就是说在 Spotify 上它的一个标准的响度是-14 dB LUFS。好，那么但是因为我们现在的他做的这些，比如说 trap 这些dubstep 这些东西，它其实动态已经压缩的比较厉害了。那它如果只是降响度的话呢，其实对于这个音乐在这个平台上播放的动态并没有任何的帮助。所以呢，他决定只要是到这个 Spotify 这个平台上，他都要重新做一版母带啊。那么它可以通过这个它总线上的这个效果器，其实是可以看到这个响度的这些信息的。
There was an interesting test that's been done, I think, like a year ago, that Miles Davis jazz from the 80s
Yes.
was louder than Skrillex on Spotify. Skrillex was lower than Miles Davis.
啊，他说这个 Miles Davis 大家都很清楚啊，那他的这个唱片呢，在这个 Spotify 上的这个响度，实际上是比另外一个 Skrillex 是更响的啊，更响的。
And Skrillex as one of the loudest master, -2, -1.5 RMS, but on Spotify, the translation was horrendous. So we start to pay attention, and now we do mastering for Spotify. We literally recreate dynamics, and then now we can maximize the use of Spotify without having Spotify reprocess our master all the time.
那么他们现在呢，就是为了这个 Spotify 这个平台重新去做这个母带的处理，让他们的这个作品更加适合在这个平台上去播放，而不是让这个 Spotify 这个平台对他们的这个提交的这个母带的这个文件去做他们的自动化的这种处理。
Yes. Any question? All clear?
大家这个部分有没有问题？
All good. Awesome. How long we have?
6点结束是吧？It's 20 to 5. We got an hour and 20 minutes.
That's fantastic. Let's mix then.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, imagine me every day. It's like that photos. That's me every single day at the studio.
对，大家看到这个背影，就是他每天在这个录音他的棚里的这个状态啊。
So one things I learned through the years, that one of the biggest mistakes that I ever made was not find my sweet spot in the room and constantly making decision with my ad in the wrong spot. So when you mix or master, and that's your speakers, that's your sweet spot, and your decision are always making this way, you're not changing perspective. If you start doing this, you're mixing. 20 minutes later, you're like this, and you're still mixing, and you're talking with a friend. Now you're listening only from one ear. Now your objective about left and right is gone. Now you need to go on a traditional studio and EQ the kick drum. You go here, and you go like this. You're making a decision. The sweet spot is here.
Okay.
Now, I want to stay with everything in front of me.
Okay.
Never move.
那么大家看到他现在提到了一个在干活的时候，实际上是监听的一个问题啊。他说很多的这个录音棚呢，它的这种操作和你在听音的同时，你的耳朵不能够一直保持在一个这个最好的这个听音点上啊。比如说这个你干着活，突然转过身来跟朋友聊着天儿，那这时候你可能就只能是一只耳朵听到你的监听音箱。那么如果说在一些比较大的这个 studio 呢，它的这个周边设备是放在这个周围的机架上，那你可能去调一个底鼓的时候，你是蹲在地上去拧一个什么钮，那这个时候你听到的声音和你拧出来的这个动静，它其实是不匹配的，你必须要回到你的位置上才能听得很准确。所以他的决定就是在设计他的这个周边设备的配备的时候呢，一定是所有的东西始终在他的手底下，在他的面前。这样的话呢，他的听音位置一直是在这个最佳听音点上。
Ultimate, if I need to create a chart, the most important instrument in the studio, 1, your ears, 2, your room, 3, your speakers. That's it. That's the most important instrument before the plug-in, the kick drum that you use, everything. Your ear, your position in the room, the actual room acoustic, and the speakers. That's number 1.
那么如果要让他去列出来哪些因素对于一个录音棚来说是最重要的，他如果是排前3的话，他会这么排。最重要的是他自己的耳朵，然后第2重要的呢是他的这个整个房间的声学环境以及他所处的在这个房间当中的一个位置。第3个呢是扬声器啊，这些都是这个优先级高于所有的这个插件和周边设备的这么一些要素。
Now, because in order, number 1, your ears, then let's think about it, how important the relationship that you have with your first instinct, the main instrument, bigger, more expensive than everything we have here, which is your ears. Treat your ears in a proper way. Don't stress your ears too much. So if you go to the gym and you take the weights, you do this constantly, right? And then you try to grab something, you're tired. You need to rest. The ears is the same thing. If I mix in the morning, I'll make sure that I'm not going to listen to super loud music till 4 in the morning and I start mixing at 8. I need to rest. So properly treat your ears is essential because you're not going to understand that you have problem. You're going to have problem.
OK.
Yeah.
那么刚才这么长一段主要的意思呢，就是说 耳朵是大家最为重要的一个财富，是这个你无论是什么情况都不可替代的这么一件设备在你身上，所以大家一定要善待自己的耳朵，就像你去健身房健身一样，你一直在练的时候，你的肌肉会劳损啊，会疲劳，所以呢，如果他在一个早起去混音的话，他一定不会听特别大的这种声音啊，然后一定要注意保护好他的这个听力，因为当你听力出现问题的时候，你并不知道你出现问题了。
One of the main questions that I receive on workshops that I do in different countries is how loud you mix. How loud you keep your speakers in the room when you're mixing, right? That's an important question.
Yes. 那他在世界各地去做这个培训、做讲座，接收到的非常多的一个问题就是你的监听音量到底开多大啊？这个其实是一个很重要的问题。
And I have the answer is this. If I'm able to mix and at the same time talk with somebody next to me without lower the level, I'm doing great. If I'm able to mix without touching and talk without raise my voice, that's a great level.
Okay. 那么他认为什么样的状态是非常适合我们混音的这个监听音量呢？就是在你不做任何的这个音量衰减，不去动这个监听旋钮的情况下，你能够很轻松地跟周围的人说话啊，不用这个刻意提高自己的音量，也不用刻意凑着耳朵去听。那这种情况，你的监听音量是一个非常舒适的监听音量。
There is a moment in the mix that I like to listen loud, but I do on purpose, strategic. One, when I do my drums, kick and bass, I want to get a little bit more excited, so I push a little louder.
Okay.
As soon as I find the sound that I like, turn down again.
那么当然他也有把这个监听音量提升的时候，但是呢，这个是他刻意而为之的啊。那比如说他要去混这个节奏声部、混这个鼓和贝斯的时候，那他会把这个监听音量提升，然后呢让他自己变得更兴奋一些。但是其他的时候，他还是会把音量降下来。
2 or 3 reasons why loud can really change the perspective. Number one, louder you go, more the room will send the sound back to you. If you have a room that is not perfectly treated, and if you play low, you have less risk to have room reflection.
那么他说这个他现在要向大家这个表达为什么我们的这个响度会非常严重的影响我们在混音时候你的观点呢？因为如果你把这个音量开得很大，而你的这个房间的声学处理又存在一些问题的时候，你的音量越大，你这个房间的问题反馈给你的就越多。
Another very important element, if you mix music, there's vocal element and reverb. If you have too loud your music, the reverb on the recording, on the mix, is going to mix with the reverb of the room.
Okay. 那么他举一个例子，就是我们的人声以及人声的这个混响效果。如果你这个房间的声学处理做的不是很好的话呢，你所在混音当中加的混响会和你房间的混响会混在一起，然后到达你的耳朵。
A good way also to make sure that the words on the song, they're clear, you understand the words, is to think that you're going to play the song through a phone, right? A phone device, really low, and be able to follow the story.
Okay.
If you go too loud, it's trick you. It's better low, make sure that worst case scenario, the vocal is coming through perfect.
Okay. 那么我们在混音的时候，要非常重要的一点是保证我们的这个歌词演唱能够被很清楚的听到。那么它有一种方法，怎么样来确保你的这个人声的清晰度是没有问题的呢？就是在一个情况最坏的环境之下，比如说用一个手机的这个小喇叭，用非常非常低的音量去回放这首歌。如果在这种情况极端的情况下，你还能够听清楚你的这个人声的话，那说明你这个时候的清晰度是没有问题的。
Now, I want to give you a couple of tips that change really helped me to be a faster mixer. I mix 200 to 250 songs every year, a lot. Okay. Yeah.
他说这个给大家一些建议，让大家可以变成一个很高效的混音师啊。他说他一年大概混230多首歌。磊哥，你混多少首？
Mostly 1 year of my mixing schedule, it's equal to an entire career, about 15 years of a producer that he tried to mix. And I do in 1 year. Okay.
他每年混音的这个工作量，相比一个制作人的这个制作歌曲的这个数量来说，大概一年顶一个制作人15年制作歌曲的这个。
So a couple of tricks that I'm using all the time. Number one, limit the number of plugins that you are going to scroll to choose and use. Limit that, create folders, and pick your go-to plugin only.
OK，
Having 257 waves plugin and go through everything, it's not good. Your brain is going to lose the excitement of mixing.
OK， 那他说第一个建议呢，就是让大家限制自己使用的这个插件的数量啊，尽量只去挑那些你真正认为有用、你真正需要的插件，把你使用的这个插件数量限制在一定的范围之内。如果说你几百个插件，你每一个都去看一遍、试一遍的话，你的这个大脑已经会丧失判断了，对这个东西。
So, in my case, I create just 14 folders. Those 14 folders are divided on groups and type of plugins.
OK， 那么他自己呢有14个分组，这14个分组呢分别对应了不同种类的这个插件。
For example, EQ, digital EQ.
比如说这个数字的这个均衡。
I have 3. That's it.
只有3个。
I'm not gonna guess and try a million EQ. 3 EQ, done.
它只有3个，他不会去试各种各样乱七八糟别的什么均衡啊。
And I do this for everything. So exciter, I have 1.
这个激励器只有一个。
I can't go wrong. So the way I can think is this. I want to be able to choose my plugin without think about the plugin. When you drive with a stick,
Okay.
when you start at the beginning, you think about, I need to push, I need to do this. After a few years, you can talk and drive at the same time.
Okay.
I talk and drive at the same time.
OK， 他就是说这个就是希望大家在选择插件的时候呢，要下意识的用，其实是自己一种下意识的反应。在这种情况下，你就应该第一意识的就应该去选择这个插件。就假如说大家刚刚开始开一个手动挡的车，那个什么挂档啊、踩离合、松离合啊，然后起步，但是你这个过了几年之后，你很熟练的成了一个老司机，那你很轻松的可以边开边跟人聊天，都没有问题啊，就是很习惯性的这么一个思维。
An important, very important element to me is differentiate, make a difference moment when I'm working on my techniques and my skills and my ideas, and the moment that I'm working on an actual song. 2 different moments. A lot of you guys, I know, I used to do the same. When you're mixing, you try some ideas. Let me open this. I don't know. Let me open this. It's like going to play soccer in a big final and then start to do tricks. No, that it's another day. You divide the moment you practice, the moment you go to the gym, and the moment that you really go to the game.
Okay.
2 different things.
OK， 那么卢卡其实建议大家把这个你在做实际的混音工作这个过程和你自己在做一些技术的这个探索的过程，把它们的时间上要分开啊。经常有人会说，哎，我在混这个歌，我这个轨道试试这个插件，试试那个插件，那么这个时间很快就浪费掉了。他举了一个例子，就像你要去踢世界杯的决赛，然后你在球场上开始练颠球啊，那这个显然是不合时宜的啊。就是你在该去练这个颠球的时候，你去练颠球；你该去踢比赛的时候呢，你就去好好踢比赛啊。大概是这么一个意思。
When you guys saw my organization, the session, my drums, my color, I mix with that flow. When I finish the drum, I leave the studio, 15 minutes, drink, reset my ear, rest my ears, chill. Come back, do it. It create my own flow. I mix in 5 hours, can be 4 hours and 30 minutes, can be 5 hours and 15. But I know that I mix a song in 5 hours.
OK， 他说这个他自己有自己的这个工作的流程和自己的一个非常习惯的工作的节奏啊。比如说，大家可以看到他通过颜色来这个标记它的这个分轨。那再比如说，他可能在做这个鼓和贝斯，他混完之后呢，他就会出去休息15分钟，喝点东西，然后这个放松一下，然后再接着回来做。那这样的话效率很高，他甚至是可以在5个小时左右或者4个半小时左右，他就可以混完一首歌。
Another trick, another suggestion based on my experience, there is always a moment during the mix, there is one sound, you can't mix it. You get frustrated, you can't. It doesn't work. And what you do, okay, I'll do this later. And you keep mixing, but in the back of your mind, you keep thinking about that sound that is not fitting. And every time you play that moment, you get frustrated. Happen a lot, right?
那么当你碰到一首歌，你这个混到 没法再混了，就觉得这个太糟糕了，我现在混不下去的时候呢，那他也建议大家暂时可以放一放。这个时候，在你的这个大脑的后台，你的潜意识其实一直在想办法，这个东西你怎么样去处理。那等你过一段时间再回来的时候呢，可能会有一个更快、更好的一个结果。
What I do, I give myself a deadline. I say, okay, I'm on drums, and the bass is fighting with the kick. I say, okay, 15 minutes kick and bass. I'll fix it in 15. It's not done in 15. I'll move forward. I'll do the entire song without stress about that. When I'm done, I'll go back the next day, fresh and relaxed, to do a final touch on the bass.
OK， 那么他还会给自己立一个规矩啊，就比如说他现在混着混着发现这个底鼓跟贝斯不是很在一块儿，那他说好，15分钟之内我必须要把这个问题解决。如果发现过了15分钟，他的这个底鼓和贝斯他还是不满意的话呢，他就去做这个歌别的部分了。啊，然后等到今天工作完了，到第二天他头脑很清醒，再回来的时候呢，他再会把注意力集中在头一天没有解决的这个，比如说底鼓和贝斯这个问题上，然后再有一个高效率的一个工作。
This is important. I feel that for me, because I'm responsible for a song that is being worked with so many people, I had the final touch before it goes in distribution. If I don't apply a discipline on my work, it's going to reflect really bad on me. So I need to be very disciplined. Okay. And I think when you mix a song for somebody else, you need to feel this responsibility.
OK， 那么他就是说，我们在做这个混音的时候，其实一定要负起这个责任，因为从你手上出去的这个作品是要被非常非常多的人去听到的。那么你如何能够负起这种责任呢？就是你必须对你自己非常的自律才可以啊，在任何方面对自己有一个非常高的要求，非常自律的一个状态，你才能够对很多的听众去负责。
Well, I would like to just to take a little break between us. Listen a song,
okay,
and tell you a little bit about a story that might inspire you guys. The biggest song that I ever worked in my life.
You want to play it now or later?
No, yeah.
OK， 他现在给大家放一个他整个从业生涯当中他认为非常非常重要的一首歌曲啊。
Play the song and tell you a little bit about this story, okay?
然后给大家讲个故事。
Yes.
that's a very important song for me, but also because I was part of this from the beginning, can give you a lot of ideas how music, if meant to be a hit, it's going to be a hit. And then if you have skills on outside what you really do, you might have more chance. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll repeat what I just said.
Yes.
So, 2 things about this song we're going to learn today is if one song is meant to be a big success, if you have destiny to be a success,
Yes.
will. 2, if you are prepared on what you do, you have opportunities. That's the 2 elements we're going to discuss now.
Okay. 他说这个歌对于他的职业生涯来说是非常非常重要的一首歌。那他在里面强调2点，就是一首伟大的作品啊，一首要被这个大家传唱的作品是注定会被大家传唱的啊，它注定会出来的。然后第2个呢，就是当你得到这个机会的时候，你一定要确保你准备好去抓住这个机会了。
So in the meantime, guys, I'll try to find the original session that I record Lean On with the vocal, original vocal.
OK， 他在找他之前的那个录 vocal 的那个 session 啊。
So the story is this. This song has been recorded in our audio studio that we run in Vegas. A decision was made the night before for the day after, kind of like, I have a singer in town. Do we have time? Let's record something. Start everything in this way.
OK。他当时做这个歌的时候非常仓促啊，是在那个他们的 Vegas 的那录音棚里面录的。但是呢，他们接到的通知是，哎，刚好我们这个歌手现在就在这儿啊，今天晚上我们得把这歌录出来啊，所以他当时是这么样的一个情况。
So me and Diplo, we had a relationship for other songs we did in the past before, and this for the first time was a song that he asked me to actually record. He didn't really ask me to record personally. He asked me to send somebody at the studio to record because we have a demo going on. So I asked people around us, everybody was busy, and because I went to engineer school like you guys, and because I learned about recording, not just mixing, not just production, I learned everything, I was confident to go into an important session with Major Lazer.
那么当时呢，他们这个制作人找到他，就说你能不能安排一个人过来给我们把这个 vocal 录了啊？但是他当时找了半天也并没有找，因为比较急嘛，找了半天没有找到合适的人。他说，因为他跟我们在座各位一样，都是接受过这个音频的这种专业的教育，然后他不仅会这个制作，不仅会这个缩混，他也会经过录音的这个训练，所以呢，他很有自信，他就把这个事儿接下来了，所以他获得了跟这个 Major Lazer 去合作的这么一个机会。
So I end up going to the session, and me, Diplo, Mo, and another producer that actually the guy that wrote the chords, named Blender, we sit together in this session.
OK， 那么他和这个 Mo 是应该是那个歌手吧？还有另外他那个唱歌那个是 Mo， 然后还有 Diplo， 然后还有一个Blender 啊，是写那个Blender 是写他的这个副歌的那个制作人，然后他们在一块儿啊做的这个事情。
Now, she wrote only the first verse. That's it. So she came only the first verse ready to record.
OK，
That's it.
他只写第一个主歌，对吧？啊，然后就是过来就录音了。
She's from Sweden, I think. So her English is not the best. So Diplo was giving some ideas to change a few words on the actual song that she wrote.
那么当时呢，他是从瑞典来的，然后他的英语不是特别好，所以 Diplo 给了他一些建议，在关于这个歌词上面做了一些小的调整。
Now, the part about a song that has to be a success is the part that I'm going to talk now.
OK， 那么这首歌会成为一个非常著名的一个作品的原因呢，他现在要讲给大家听一下。
Blender came to the studio 9 months before with the chords, those chords, asking Diplo, I would like to use my chords for your production on Madonna. Diplo was producing Madonna album back then.
9个月之前，这个 Blender 到了他们这个录音棚，然后呢去找到这个 Diplo， 说他带着这个带着副歌，说你能不能拿我写的这个副歌去制作这个麦当娜的这个专辑
Then Diplo say, no, I don't need anything like that. Then it's like, I'll come back. And Diplo say, wait, we need to finish one song for Major Lazer album. We need to fill a gap. We have one song to do. Let's bring those chords. They're good.
OK， 那么这个 Blender 就说，那好吧，你如果不要的话，我就回去了，但是我会再过来。然后这时候 Diplo 说，哎，我们现在这个 Major Lazer 的这个专辑呢还差一首歌，所以我们拿你现在提供的这些东西，我们把这个歌给它补上啊。
And that was the beginning of Lean On. So let's see if I can play something here.
看看能不能播一下。但就是最开始这个 Lean On 这首歌，就是刚才播 MV 的这首歌一开始的这么一个状态。
Let me see if I can do something. Oh, no. Hold on, guys. Stay with me. The screen is so big. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on.
我们现在这个分辨率的问题啊，它给挪来挪去的，才能看见屏幕上的东西。
Well, okay, let's finish talk about this and then let's play the session. Okay. Long story short, has been recorded, 11 hours, record a lot of takes.
Okay.
Do a quick comp, so put together the best takes, quick vocal mixing on the song, and that's it, close. When we finish the song, Diplo say, well, I want to try to let Rihanna be the singer. Let's send to Rihanna. And he did send to Rihanna.
Okay. So you finished the recording and the rough mix in 11 hours.
11 hours with the vocal mixing, everything,
okay.
Done, sent to Rihanna.
Okay. 那么他实际上当时只有11个小时时间，从录音开始，一直到他做这个人声的混音。混完了之后呢，这个Diplo 就觉得，哎，这个歌我们可以让 Rihanna 试一试。所以在这个11个小时结束之后呢，这首歌就送到了这个 Rihanna 的手里面。
Rihanna say, like that. Because Rihanna's go like this, Diplo say, well, the track sounds pretty good. Let's put it out as a closing track for Major Lazer album. Okay. We need that song. That's okay. I was one of the few say, I think it can be a success. I really like the song.
OK， 他说，既然Rihanna不喜欢的话，那我们就把它作为这个 Major Lazer 专辑最后一首歌，然后放到他这个专辑里面去啊。我说非常喜欢这首歌。
And it was the beginning of the session.
这是 session 的一开头。
Remember, do you recall long ago we would walk on the sidewalk, innocent? Remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go.
No, she's like, I don't know what to do after that. So and then we took a break, and then we try a lot of ideas. This was like just a few hours in, because she wrote that part before.
他前面就是唱着唱着就不知道该怎么办了啊，然后这是他最开始的那几个 take， 然后他们又休息了一下，想想接下来该怎么做。
Then we tried this really quick.
他们又尝试了另外一
Do you recall long ago we would walk on the sidewalk, innocent?
Yeah, it's like trying different takes was not really working. Then we understand the trick. A bar, a take. Na na na, one take. Na na na, second take. That way was never finished the breathing part.
OK， 就是说大家听这么唱其实比较奇怪。后来他们想了一个办法，怎么样把这首歌给录好，所以就是一个小节一个 take 啊，一个小节一个 take， 最后是这么着录下来的。
And we start to do this.
Long ago we would walk on the sidewalk, innocent.
And then we got to this point.
We need someone to lean on.
Finally. And interesting, we did harmonization, the harmony of the vocal. So there was like lead vocal and 3 harmonies right away. And that was the final record. We never changed that. We never did. So this is actually the one. So
他们现在就有一个这个人声，然后加上3个合唱啊，然后他们最后这个最终的这个版本其实也就保持了这个样子。
So we did this. Going here. Oh.
We need someone to lean on.
And then
we need someone to lean on.
We did doubles right away. Felt good about it. Now, keep moving on the session. Now we get a little bit tricky because we're getting a part that she didn't wrote, so she was writing.
录到这块呢，这就已经不是他写的东西了啊，所以他已经开始边写边录啊，这块也比较困难。
And then we use that little sample at the end of the song, by the way. We use little piece of sample also at the end after. But let's keep going. Let's keep playing.
这个让他们又开始做音乐采样。
All we need is somebody to lean on. All we need is someone to lean on. All we need is somebody to lean on.
Now, we did some takes. Let me see. I think this.
When the nights are long, longing for you to come home. All around the wind blows.
Yeah, so a lot of work, a lot of hours working. I think there's some takes. Let me see.
这里有很多素材啊，他录了很多个小时啊。他现在在找一个 take， 他想给大家看。
Here.
We need someone to lean on.
I can't, for some reason I can't go down on the session. What's going on? See that? There is a track. Okay, got it. Okay.
找到了。
So, at the end when, after 11 hours, somebody in the studio say, let's do another take. That was me. I say, guys, what about if we do one freestyle, beginning till end? Okay. Everybody say, really? Seriously? Right?
录到最后呢，他就建议说，我们能不能从头到尾来一个这个很放松的完整的来一遍。然后大家说，哦，那好吧，其实都已经很疲劳了那个时候。
And it was the take. Things like that. Then there's a part here. Yeah, whatever. But remember this. Okay.
好，大家记住这一下啊，这几下。
If I can, okay. Remember that part, okay? At the end. Right? So the part is like, oh, we really need to another take? Yes, that was the closing part. 2, the entire bridge, F tempo, with Snake that played the melody, it's took from this.
Okay. 应该不会错啊，是这样，他说这个，首先他为什么需要这个 take， 需要这几声呢？因为这个是他们那个专辑的最后一首歌啊，所以呢，他需要这几声作为一个结束。然后同时呢，他前面好像是这个 Major Lazer 其中的一个人弹的一段是合成器的旋律，跟他哼唱的这个旋律应该是同样的内容啊，所以它有一个相当于一个重复的一个结束啊，重复主题的这么一种结束。
I'll play for you. Listen here. Yes. All this from that take at the end, we really need an extra take. That was the take.
那么他们在这首歌最后结束的时候，非常需要这一遍的这个录音的这几个字儿，所以呢，他们就。So it is who did the mix? You did the mix.
I recorded.
You recorded.
This song has a million. We don't know who did what because essentially I mixed the vocal, but during the 11 hours, I mixed the vocal. Blender brought the pads. I did some edit. He called me 2 days later to do a quick pre-mix on other parts. I sent this part to Snake. It was a bunch of people doing the job.
Okay.
So we don't know. We co-mix, we co-work on the song.
就是他说是很多人共同合作的一个结果。他一开始主要是做了人声的这个部分，但是呢，这个预混的就是初混的这块，他也参与了一部分。然后中间制作人还把东西带走了，拿到别的地方去做了别的事情，然后他又拿回来，一堆人又在一块儿又混了一些东西，所以他说这个很难界定这个歌最后是谁混的。So, how did DJ Snake participate in this?
DJ Snake did the vocal drop. He literally did 2 things. I'll play for you.
他放一下，他说他在里面干了2件事情啊。
one, and the F tempo drop, which is this.
还有这个
The version that we work is the part without DJ Snake.
他做的这个工作是没有这个 DJ Snake 这部
And
分
I'll
东西。
let you hear the part that was supposed to be the way we change it. So
这个
it was like this with percussion.
这是他们一开始录音的时候，这一段本来是这样的。
That part became the DJ Snake part.
这在最后出版的时候呢，这一段就变成 DJ Snake 他参与的。
That's why I was saying there's been co-mix, because DJ Snake sent literally a final drop stem.
OK， 那就是这个为什么说这是一个 comics， 就是大家一块儿做的一个 mix 啊，就是这个原因。
So what I would like you guys to take on this: one, don't underestimate learning other parts of the recording So if you want to become a mixer, you should know a little bit about recording.
Okay.
If you want to become a producer, you should know a little bit about mixing.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. 他通过这件事情呢，想给大家几点建议，就是第一个呢，不要去低估你所做的这个特定的这项工作。与你做的特定工作相关的其他的领域的事情，比如说，如果你想做一个好的混音师，那么建议你要了解一些录音的这个东西；如果你想做一个好的制作人，那建议你一定要了解一些混音的内容。
It gives you an opportunity to speak the same language. When I'm not recording, but I work with a recording engineer that sends me stems, I know how to translate what he's trying to do. I know how to give input because I understand recording. So a school like this, what you guys doing, don't focus just on one element. Understand everything.
OK， 那么他说，其实这个事情很重要的就是一点，在你工作的时候呢，你跟跟你相关的，但是不同种类工作的人，在一个同样的语言环境下，同样的一个语境下，可以去对话。如果说你是一个混音师，你在做这个监棚的工作，你要能够去跟录音师去一个对话，跟他有一个要求，有一个沟通啊。所以就是大家在学习我们整个的这个音频技术的时候呢，不要只去专注于一块东西不出来，然后各个方面都要有所涉猎。
I think that for the future, being a producer, it's almost necessary to understand mixing as an extension of production, but also a way to talk with somebody like me and make sure that we really communicate, we understand what we can do. Okay?
如果将来要这个成为一个制作人的话呢，了解这个混音其实是非常非常重要的。那前面已经说过，现在混音和这个production 的这个概念和制作的概念已经越来越密不可分了，它们之间的这个界限越来越模糊。那么这是一个方面，另外一个方面呢，也要确保作为一个制作人能够和这个混音师能够有一个良好的一个专业的在同一个层面上的沟通。
Yes.